everybody. Welcome back. We just talked about spring ball and some teams that have the most to benefit from this upcoming spring practices. And now it's Good Vibes Monday. It is the inaugural episode of Good Vibes Monday. Very excited to start this. I figure everyone's got to start their week with something a little bit more fun, a little bit more lighthearted, something to make us all happy. And I don't think there's anything that makes college football fans more happy than NCAA football. It seems that the game that we all love, that we all grew up playing and enjoying every second of, is officially back. The teaser was released last week, showing some different little things throughout the production of this game. I think it's a lot further along than they showed in that, but a lot of mystery is good, if you ask me. I think more details are set to come in May, so it'll be interesting to see how that develops and see what information comes out. And the game is supposed to be released this summer. Just an all-time game from my childhood. I remember playing all of the games from 2010 to 2014, day and night, essentially, playing a lot of Road to Glory, making players that don't exist in real life in a lot of ways with crazy measurables and crazy speed. I remember making, incredible players such as Ezekiel Chubbnet, taking from Ezekiel Elliott, Nick Chubb, and Leonard Fournette, combine them all into one player. That's what we had. And then we had Swarlos Hyde, little Carlos Hyde, parody there. If you can't tell, I did have a friend that was a big-time Ohio State fan. That would be the reason that these names bear so much resemblance to elite running backs of Ohio State's recent past. So it's just, I could not be happier about this. This is one of those bringing my childhood into my adulthood, and I will be setting aside many hours to be playing this game whenever it does drop. And then the big question flying around following that teaser is who's going to be on the cover. There's tons of different options. I like a lot of the different ones. I think the one that I like the most, the one that seems to be contentious among the college football community, is Nick Saban. Obviously, losing the greatest coach to ever coach the game is a huge blow, and I think this would be the perfect way to kind of pay homage to him, to what he did for the sport, and give him the respect he deserves in a lot of ways. Now, there are a lot of people that don't necessarily love that, and I think it mainly might be out of Auburn, Alabama, and Athens, Georgia, but I think there are a ton of other good options. I think, obviously, Shadur Sanders is one of the biggest names in the sport right now. Quinn Ewers, the quarterback of Texas, is always going to be a big name. Carson Beck returning for Georgia. Tons of really good guys in the sport right now that you could choose, but also, this game has been gone since 2014, so I've seen the idea thrown out that maybe do a collage of all the players that could have been on the cover leading up to this point. Add Lamar Jackson, add some of the elite, maybe Derrick Henry, add some of the elite players that didn't get their chance to be the cover athlete for reasons outside their control. So I think that would be a very, very cool idea as well. But this game is just, it's incredible. It's been my childhood, and I'm so glad that it's going to be a large part of my adulthood as well. I love this game. I think there are plenty of pessimists out there that don't believe it's going to come out, don't believe EA is going to be able to pull it off. I refuse to let that negativity into my head. I'm ready to be hurt again. I'm all good with getting my hopes up just to be let down, because I don't want to spend the whole time not trusting EA to get this thing out. So I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to act like it's coming back. I think it will be back this summer, and I just cannot wait. It's one of those games that has always been one of my favorite games of all time, and being able to sit down in front of the TV and load it up again and hear that music, it's going to be incredible. I just cannot wait for that. But that will do it for this Good Vibes Monday. We will be back next week with whatever fun story comes up throughout this next week. But that will do it for this edition of the GSMC College Football Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is presented by the GSMC Sports Network. Your support means a ton to us. Please remember to subscribe to the show, and leave a positive review. It really does help us out a lot. Also, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram to get all of the updates. We do tons of shorts across all sports throughout the day that keep you updated to the second for anything happening across all sports. So just getting underway. First live stream, excited to be here. We will be back same place, same time tomorrow morning. But thank you once again.